Hi Lucy, thank you for joining me today.
Hi.
We are the third day into Mental Health Awareness Week, so I greatly appreciate you coming on today and sharing your story with me. So tell me who you are and what do you do?
So I'm Lucimai Milner. I'm a car detailer. I polish cars, I put coatings on cars, I valet cars, and I'm going into hair and beauty in college this year.
Amazing. So tell me about your experience with mental health.
So I have really bad travelling anxiety. So I don't like being in the car. I don't like, being surrounded by cars, and things like that. I hate travelling like long places. So usually if I'm in the car for like 5 minutes and I don't know where I'm going, I have like a little mini panic attack in the back. Every time I'm in a car, I feel sick. I feel really, really anxious. I can't usually eat on the morning and the night because I just feel so anxious. And I've had this since I was 10, so 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so obviously you've already covered my next question and how did it affect you? Obviously, not eating and the anxiety building up in you. So what did you do to get yourself through it?
Well, I've obviously realised over time, it got really out of hand because I was stopping like going on family trips and places. I was basically like not even socialising, I was just isolating myself. So
Yeah.
I thought, well, I had hypnotherapy. I thought it's getting out of hand. I need to go to hypnotherapy, sort out. I've tried calmers, so like herbal calmers. I've tried fidget spinners, fidget cubes, going to the doctors to speak about it, and nothing really helped. And obviously, as you know, Dawn, Real Housewives of Cheshire.
Good friend of that.
I've always been really, yeah, I've been always inspired by her off watching the show. And I've always thought, I'd love to meet her, I'd do anything to meet her. And it came to a point where I thought, well, if I actually did get a chance to meet her, would I actually drive to see her? And I was
Yeah.
thinking, well, no, I wouldn't, So
So
I thought.
how long is it? How long does it take from yours to Cheshire?
So it takes 3 hours or 3.5 hours, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
But like I say, it was just, I never thought I'd ever do that in a million years, travel that long.
Well, I think it's a good achievement to have, on your shoulders. So
Yeah.
if you could take yourself back to the time where you thought you were in a really bad place with mental health and anxiety, what would you tell yourself to do?
Well, I tell myself, to just start thinking more positive, because half of the thoughts when I was in a car was negative thoughts. I was thinking, oh God, that car's over there, could crash into me any minute, or,
Yeah.
there's traffic building up here. Oh my God, like I'm terrified. And it was just constant like negative thoughts going through my head, and I was thinking, oh my God. And as well, relax more, face your fears, because I wasn't really doing that. I was isolating myself more because I stopped seeing friends and everything because I didn't want to drive to see them. So
Yeah.
I'd say, go do that, spend more time with family, go drive places, like destinations and everything with your family. And yeah, just travel more, face your fears.
Yeah, that's good. Some good advice there, especially face your fears, because I know there's a lot of people out there that struggle facing the fears and don't know what to do when it comes to that. So I think
Yeah.
standing up, believing yourself is a massive thing that I obviously promote quite a lot, and being yourself, and it is just getting yourself out there and believing
Yeah.
in yourself. So what else would you say, or what would you tell people that are suffering inside and that are suffering behind closed doors with anxiety, especially, and mental health?
I'd 100% say speak about it, because without me speaking about it, I'd probably be a nervous wreck.
Yeah.
It's terrible, but I was speaking to my friends about it. I was speaking to my mum and dad, my gran and granddad, even if you're at school, a teacher. And I do get, people are anxious sometimes to speak about things, but I'd say try all these different things. You definitely need to talk about it, whether you are anxious or not. You do
Yeah.
need to try and get the guts and talk about it. But if not, if you're in a car and you're in that situation like I was, distract yourself, don't speak about it. For me, if I didn't speak about it, like, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Yeah.
It is, I know people are anxious sometimes to speak about things, but you need to get the courage and, you know, speak to, you know, your auntie and uncle, or your mum and dad, your sisters, brothers, at school, anything. Just talk to anyone about it, because it is, you know, a big thing. And as well, for me, if you are too anxious, I'd say yourself by, you know, when I was in that situation, I'd fidget spinner, take calmers, get a fidget cube, you know, just anything, just to keep your mind off it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What did you do to get yourself through those them past experiences with suffering with mental health, you know, at your worst time?
Well, what I did was, I was thinking more positive, because half the time, you know, in the past, I was thinking more negative and things like that.
Yeah.
But think more positive. That's what I was doing. More positive. Breathing exercises, and as well for me, when I'm at Dawn, she gave me a lot of advice on, you know, breathing, and she spoke to me about how I can help myself. You know, take time out, breathe, get back in the car and travel. You know, if you feel like you want to take time out, you can do that. Come back in, you know, and just have a breather. She gave me so much advice, and
Yeah.
you know, that's what I just use. I just think, you know, more of a positive mindset.
Yeah. So what was your anxiety like when you first met Dawn? Then obviously arriving at Walford Hall, you have two big, huge gates in front of you. And
Yeah.
obviously the house itself. What was your anxiety like then?
Well, it was different kind of anxiety. That was like a happy, like, it's just an unexplainable anxiety, because, you know, the thoughts that were going through my head were like, oh my God, like, I'm actually going to be meeting Dawn Maud, you know,
Mm.
it's mental. And I was thinking, wow, you know, I hope she likes me. You know, I hope, like, you know, I'll tell her obviously everything about my anxiety. And I was only expecting a 2-minute visit, and she was supposed to be coming to a clinic school. And I was only supposed to be speaking to her for like 2 minutes. And anyway, I went to Walford Hall, and I had a full-on chat with her, and I was there for about 3 hours.
Amazing. Obviously
But sorry, yeah.
no, it's all right. Obviously, we went to Dawn's creme de la creme ball last year at Walford Hall, which was
Yeah.
an amazing experience, watching everyone arrive and the cameras and the whole TV show being filmed, which we were very grateful to be spotted on at the very back, which was
Yeah.
amazing.
At the creme ball and meeting Dawn and everything, that's more like of a happy anxiety, where obviously in the car when I was in that situation, it was more of a like scared and like, you know, horrible thoughts going through my head anxiety. You know, but it's just, I've learned to deal with it now,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's going good.
Yeah, I'm glad that's going good. So thank you for coming on today. I do really appreciate it. Obviously, we are the third day into Mental Health Week that this is being filmed on. I greatly appreciate supporting coming on and sharing your story with the people that will be watching this. I will leave all your contact details and things in the description, so people, you know, can contact you and follow you on Instagram and stuff. And obviously, I'll leave mine
Yeah.
so people can contact and reach out for help. And, you know, and especially me, anyone that is watching can message me at any time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so thank you so much for coming on. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank
I
you.
hope to see you soon, and after lockdown we'll go back to Cheshire, and we will hopefully see some
Definitely.
friends.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so
Okay, see you there then. Thank you.